Buenos dias, y'all. RGT85 here, and the Game Awards season is upon us. And every time when we have the Game Awards, I try to go into it with lower expectations. I don't try to expect too much. I mean, we're already getting Sting, 70-year-old white man Sting, singing at this event, and you know, that's something. But of course, main reason why most people watch the Game Awards is because of game reveals. We get information on games that maybe we've forgotten about. We get information on games that we haven't seen before. We get world premiere trailers and all that sort of stuff. And we actually know some stuff going into the Game Awards. And I think it's kind of interesting because this is the stuff that they're already teasing. This is the stuff that they're already confirming. So maybe there are some big surprises that are going to happen at this event. We're going to talk about all the stuff that we know about and then some speculation about things going on right now, especially on the Nintendo Switch side of things. So if this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to like and share the video. But let's talk about what we know about so far going into the Game Awards. And one of the big things for me personally is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, say what you want about Sonic. Yes, it's been a rough time for him, but I always enjoy these games. Even if they're really bad, people hate Sonic Forces. I don't hate Sonic Forces. I thought it was mediocre, but it was a $40 title, so I wasn't like ready to crucify the hedgehog on the cross over this game or anything like that, but there are a lot of people that didn't like that game. But of course, we are getting a new Sonic game with Sonic Frontiers, and there's a lot of mystery surrounding it. We don't know anything really about it. We got sort of a teaser trailer for the game, and it was really just CGI stuff. It didn't really tell us all that much stuff. And a lot of people have been wondering, well, what is this game all about? Because a lot of people feel that it's going to be sort of like an open world thing and, you know, sort of deviating from the normal Sonic the Hedgehog path. Well, Sonic Frontiers will actually be at the Game Awards. We're going to get our first look at the game according to the Game Awards Twitter page, and I'm excited for this. Like, it's a new Sonic game. You know, maybe they finally figured out the formula. I'm sure they haven't, but maybe they finally figured out the formula. Maybe they're finally going to give us something that we weren't expecting with Sonic the Hedgehog. The new Sonic the Hedgehog movie will also be at this thing. I love the poster for it. Like, Robotnik, I'm not calling him Eggman. Robotnik looks proper as Jim Carrey. Of course, Sonic looks nice. Tails looks nice. He's flying the little plane thing from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So, you know what? Bring on the Sonic stuff. I like Sonic. I'm obviously a Sega fanboy to some degree, so I'm looking forward to this. I think it'll be a fun reveal, and I'm curious to see what this game, Sonic Frontiers, is actually going to be. You know, we had some success with Sonic Mania, but you know, Sonic Forces, a lot of people didn't like that game, but I understand why. Now, obviously, that game is going to be a multi-platform release. It'll be interesting to see if that game hits the Nintendo Switch, but one of the biggest Switch developers is actually going to be at the Game Awards. They just confirmed it this morning via a press release, and this company is definitely a company to keep your eye on because they're one of the biggest port machines on the Nintendo Switch. Sometimes they do day and date ports for the Nintendo Switch. Sometimes they do, you know, the unattainable ports on the Switch, and that is Saber Interactive. Now, Saber Interactive did confirm today that they will be at the Game Awards and they will be showing off some new stuff. So why should you be interested in Saber Interactive? Well, like I said, they've done day and day ports like Ghostbusters, the video game remastered. Fantastic game. If you don't own that game yet, I've talked about that game so many times, it's going to piss me off if you don't own it already, because it's something you need to own. It's something you need to have in your collection, no matter the platform. It's just a great game in general. They also, of course, did The Witcher 3, which was a phenomenal port. You know, they did upgrades to it to make the graphics better, so you have better, you know, control over the graphical resolution of the game and handheld mode stuff you normally don't see in Nintendo Switch games. They recently did World War Z, which I thought was a really good port. It seems like there's a lot of people that don't like that game, but I don't understand why. I don't really understand why, because I think they did a really good job. So I'm interested to see what Saber Active is bringing to the table, because they obviously have a good track record when it comes to Nintendo Switch ports. They're obviously one of the biggest port machines, and companies reach out to them to have them bring their games over to the Nintendo Switch platform, because they do sort of know the platform a lot better than a lot of other companies do. So Saber Interactive being at this event, I think is going to be a very big deal, and I think it's going to be a very big deal for Nintendo Switch fans, especially fans of games that are available on other systems. Maybe you're not a multi-platform owner, so you don't get to check out those games, but I think they still have a home on a system like the Nintendo Switch, and it makes perfect sense to me. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on Saber Interactive to see what they're bringing to the table. And then, of course, Legend of Zelda. People are still talking about this. You know, I've seen a lot of videos popping up in my timeline about Zelda stuff at the Game Awards. And I'm still not sure why. I'm still not sure why people feel this way. I guess chronologically, it kind of makes sense for there to be some Zelda stuff at this event. You know, it is the 35th anniversary, but right as people were sort of drumming up interest in Breath of the Wild 2 being at this event, Jeff Keighley actually sent out a tweet saying people need to get their expectations in line because there's some rumors about the Game Awards that are just absolutely outlandish. And that was really the only rumor that was out there. You know, that was really the only thing that anyone was talking about at that place in time was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 getting a trailer at this event. And like, I know it sounds good. It sounds very romantic. It sounds like something that people would want to see, but you know, all because you want to see it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen. You know, I'm still of the mindset that if we get anything Zelda at this event, I don't think it's going to be Breath of the Wild 2. I don't even think it would be the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess games that a lot of people have thought about. I think it would be something literally like, you know, Majora's Mask being announced for the Nintendo Switch Online service, because it's already been announced. Maybe they'll stealth drop it then, and then they'll also add in Paper Mario, you know, a few days later, because the Game Awards happens on the 9th, and then, well, maybe they'll do both of those games on the 10th or something. This Paper Mario comes to the Nintendo Switch, the N64 version, on December 10th, excuse me. So maybe they'll package those two games together, and maybe they'll do a little something with that, but I don't want Zelda fans, because I know there's a lot of Zelda fans on this page, and I'm one of those. I don't want Zelda fans to get this overhype and this over expectation that there's going to be something huge when it comes to Zelda at this event, and then, you know, there's nothing. So, you know, just keep your expectations in line with the Game Awards. That's something you need to do anyways with the Game Awards, because, you know, people think that there's going to be all this crazy stuff there, but let's be real, like, this is really a Hollywood show. Look at how many Hollywood actors have been announced for this, you know. Is we gonna get Takan? I'm a big fan of Takan again. Alrighty, so that is going to do it for today's video. I know what you're saying, RGT. You already uploaded a video today. Where did it go? What happened to it? Something happened to it, and I had to take the video down. Something that I personally don't really understand, because, you know, do you watch Law and Order SVU and you see someone get murdered and then see a Toyota commercial and then think, oh, well, Toyota's a murder vehicle, I can't support Toyota anymore, they're murderers? Like, no, you don't think that. I guess the world of advertising is just kind of different. I'm not alluding to anything in this, I'm just speaking very matter-of-factly about it. You know, I'm not saying, insinuating that is anything that happened to me, but yeah. So how you doing? You know, how you doing? It's always fun to get interesting news, but let me know in the comment section down below what you think of all this stuff. Do you expect there to be any Zelda stuff at this event? Because I really don't. I just really don't think there's going to be anything Zelda related at this event. What do you think about Sonic? Are you excited for Sonic? Am I an idiot for liking Sonic because, well, you know, he hasn't really been all that great in the past few years? And Saber Interactive, I think that's going to be the wild card at this event. I think they're going to have some really cool stuff at this event, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what indeed they have at this event. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like and share the video. The video that was up earlier will be up again. I'll probably save it for the weekend. I might actually just redo it completely, because I don't know. I don't know. All right. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.